I don't know how they're going to structure it, but it's crazy as it sounds. It's always this logic of when I grew up, hitchhiking was cool. You know, when you said anything, then you got into the 90s and people do not get into a car for anything. And now girls who are 16 years old are getting Uber.
Yeah.
How does that make any difference, right?
Here, have the candy in the back seat.
Yes.
You know, it's
There's
like
literally a creepy guy up front with candy and disco lights. And 15 years ago, it would have been jail, and now it's like, I'll pay you to let me do that.
Yeah.
So it's what's accepted. Yeah. So it's what's accepted. So I don't know sports, you know. But have you play golf?
Yep.
You do. I've never played a day in my life.
Really?
I think I would be so addicted to it.
It's good. I think
Well,
golf.
most people say that. Right?
Yeah, I'm horrible too. But it's so addictive because it's you know, it's always trying to get better. There's no like end result where like, oh, okay, I'm reached it.
You picked up on my goal transition here. Good.
Yeah. But it's also, I mean, I like it for the events as far as like client events and stuff like that.
It seems like the go-to business kind of thing, right? Everybody in business supposedly golfs.
I think it should be roller derby.
Yes.
That'd be fantastic. They do it right here.
Bring out your clients.
Sunday night roller derby.
Do you know what's a good thing for clients is Top Golf?
I'm going
there for the first time, April 6th.
I think vast majority of golfers that go to Top Golf, I think 80% are non-golfers.
You know, it's funny, in about 15 years you think it's crazy, but you know what's going to be a meeting is going to be FIFA and Madden. Because everybody
esports.
It's going to be, right? Yeah. If we have the money, I jump into that esport thing because that's going to be so much branding. There's so much to it between Twitch and just all that stuff.
Well, now what is it? Was it Google? At the gaming convention a day or two ago, was it Google? I'm trying to think who just talked about how they're going to have the streaming gaming services on any platform. You can any TV.
Right.
Really?
Well, it's been a cross between VR, AI, and all the other stuff right into gaming. Where
to be able to access from a conference room TV. You know?
Well, the great part is what I'm excited for is the sitting in the front row of sporting events from your TV with the camera.
We just talked about that.
I saw the NBA one.
Yeah,
because I could buy season tickets and they can discount it so much that they are going to destroy any kind of TV program. Could you imagine, like, if you're like, for me as a Ranger fan, to have front row behind glass and season tickets for the whole year? I have to buy the component and I spend maybe, I don't know, $900 for the season tickets.
Well, not only that, not only one seat. That's the difference.
It's
too.
endless money.
Not only one seat behind one Chris, but then you have now a center seat, and now when the play's in the other end, now you're behind.
It's basically watching.
It's better than having. It's better.
It's NHL '94 in real life, which was the greatest NHL ever. But NHL, Peter Nedved sucked. But anyway, that concept. But the sell is endless for them.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about an 18,000 seat arena. They have a $180 million seat arena. So companies who are doing that type of stuff, I can't wait.
We just talked a little bit about that, right? Shows for bands too. They now have it where it's on stage. You are literally seeing what the drummer sees, and then you switch, and now you're front row. It's just like, oh my gosh.
I mean, so Next VR is probably the big player in that space of sporting. You know, the sporting
NBA
world.
seems to be jumping on that.
Yeah, so they have these. I mean, these cameras are crazy. So they only do 180. They have 360 capability, but the ones that they use in sporting events are typically 180, like $200,000-$300,000, you know, a piece. You know, they set up several ones on.
Right.
And so it's. I mean, you have the black screen behind you on the logo, but who cares? You're not looking at the drunk guy back of his face. You want to see the court. So it's. You know, it's perfect and very high quality.
This is smelling the roses for me. Yeah, definitely. You kidding me? But yeah, I watch every Ranger game as it is. That's maybe what my.
I did. Remember, I brought that up too as an interesting thing. Is talk about like shutting your mind off when you're in that and you're watching a game, but you're in that VR. I mean, and you don't have your phone. That's gotta be a good spot to be in. Like, you want to talk about focused and having your mind on one track. That's it.
That's a huge sell for what I'm doing. You know, it's when else nowadays do you have a really captive audience, you know, and it's in that headset because there's nothing else. Plus, you put headphones on that person, you know, you get some Bose noise canceling headphones. The headset, it's just black space, so you've got, you know, a 100% focus on, you know, attention, no matter what you want to show them.
And by the time that's
video or anything.
And by the time that's ready, we'll all have older kids. So I won't have to pay attention to them. So I'll be fine.
I mean,
my wife
also right now.
It's ready this year.
Are they doing it?
Are they doing it upstairs right now?
NBA League Pass right? I saw it on the NBA version of it.
Are they doing NHL yet?
No, but I
It'll
mean,
be interesting with NHL just because the rink's like a little bit bigger, right? There's a bunch of different angles you'd have to worry about versus NBA where you're courtside, it's like right there. You know?
I think NBA and baseball are probably the best ones, right? Because the concept is people who don't really watch hockey tell you that when you go to a hockey game, it's the best experience, but football is really made for TV, and NBA is made for TV the way it is. So I think football and NBA probably have the best chance of having the best look.
I'm going to tell you guys what I think is going to be the next kind of evolution in this, right? So
heard it here first.
Everything, everything first person, right?
Yeah.
So once the tech gets a little better, the cameras get a little better, it's not going to be watching from the sidelines anymore. You are going to be LeBron. You are going to be,
You're going
to be the quarterback in the pocket, as people come in, and you can toggle, just like Madden.
Yeah.
And you can just toggle from player to player. You'll be able to toggle.
Yeah, because I'll take that. That's actually probably, especially with helmets and stuff.
Helmet cam, 360 helmet cams. I mean, the tech's got to get there. It's got to, go from this. In order to get really high resolution stuff, you need a lot of cameras, getting a lot of angles, and that needs to be stitched together professionally. But as it evolves, and you can do it I have one upstairs, the little fusion camera. It's a square, I put it on a bike helmet. And I walk around the building like
you're the crazy guy.
Yeah, I'm a crazy guy with a camera on his head. But
I saw the helmet. I saw you wanted to walk around wearing that.
So it's not outside of the realm of within the next couple of years being able to.
Well, I think in reality, we're probably for that logic, probably in 15 years, 10 years away from it being mainstream.
Yeah,
right. Because it's got to get to that point, then it's got to get mainstream, and then the price has got to drop like TVs did to the point of where it's feasible for everybody to do it, not just like the top 3% or the top very wealthy people. So by the time it gets to mainstream, and then you have to get to the fact that the generations, which might even be you guys, where you're like, why gotta do that? I used to sit at
sit and watch a TV. Why do I gotta put a headset on?
Right. So there's that turnover. So if you're like, don't invest in it now, people.
No, I don't know. I think it's
as I build an entire business.
No. You're building. I'm talking about investing.
I think it's sooner. I do.
You'd be surprised because of the human factor. The technology can move, right? But it takes this amount of time. It wasn't long ago that people were like, why would I go on Facebook and they see all my stuff, right? You think it wasn't, but it was actually like 10 years ago. That's a decade.
15 years
So
old
you're
now.
seeing this stuff now where people are just putting it on now and shooting a basketball, right? That looks like it's so dated based on what it will be.
Pixelated.
By the time it gets to the fact, humanity will always slow it down, right? The technology can get there, but you'll be surprised in 10 years, you might be like, why would I want to watch what LeBron is watching? I'd rather sit in the front row. So,
how old is Oculus?
So Oculus is
it's closing in.
New. I mean, they got bought over by Facebook a couple years back.
There was a good 5 or 6 years where they were just, if you were in that world, you knew what Oculus was until Facebook went and bought it. So I think it's close for 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd just be interesting to see the evolution of it, right? Like, why do we have a VR arcade going in, right? Like I wouldn't have thought of that 5 years ago. I never would have thought that's even possible. No one's going to do a VR arcade. It's there. Right?
Oasis VRX, we'll give them a little plug.
That's right. I can't wait for that.
They're going to be on the podcast next month. So
yeah, I think that's going to be great, right? But now that's there. It's a reality.
Well, it's the Uber thing, right? You could never imagine that.
Because how long did Uber take, really? I mean, Uber came on.
Well, it was niche in San Francisco, right? And I believe it was in San Francisco where it started, right? And people like us who were in that world, you knew it, and to the point of like you're waiting to take it, right? You wanted to be out here, but it probably took 5, 6 years before it became comfortable. Now it's ridiculous. It's like now we'll just Uber, and it's like,
well, even Airbnb, right? I'm just going to stay in someone else's house or let someone else stay in my house. I mean, that seemed crazy.
Humanity stops it all the time, and then it gets to a point, and once humanity takes it over, then we ruin it, and then we create something else. It's true. It's true. That was 40.